almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it.
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Jonathan Cyprien on the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Lutz's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to Travis Fulgham. A 5-yard pickup.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Eagles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
First carry for Corey Clement. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the Saints' 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Left side here to Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
things out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Their own 47-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler, 70 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Catch made by Fulgham.
Complete to Travis Fulgham. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Throwing now is Wentz. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 10th carry for Kamara. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out and kind of start over, you're not going to execute as well. Sometimes it's just what you said. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
he's going to be taken down. They sack him. The final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Shotgun now for Wentz. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now this time, Breeze will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Sanders. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Demario Davis there on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Sanders rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot Why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. He's going to let it fly. Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Wentz to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
And an Eagle first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.